A Way Out is not the hard-hitting, emotional tale of two convicts escaping prison it appears to be. At times, it successfully strikes those notes, but extreme tonal shifts, gimmicky QTEs, and a terrible finale kill almost any emotional tension contained in the game. In the end, entertaining environments and some inventive set pieces prove to be its saving grace. Like director Joseph Fares' last game, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, A Way Out contains two protagonists who experience the story together. But unlike Brothers, you'll need a friend to play with this time round. A Way Out is only playable in co-op, either locally or online. Whichever you choose, you'll always be playing in a split screen that dynamically shifts between the respective views of a reckless, aggressive gangster cliché named Leo and a more cool-headed family man in Vincent. This framing device is mostly used in interesting ways, such as giving more screen space to whoever's performing a more important action, or splitting the TV in three to also dedicate real estate to an attacking NPC. However, it can irritate, like when my partner triggered a cutscene while I was halfway through exploring, or when you both engage in separate conversations, meaning two sets of dialogue overlap.
Are you saying it's all in my head?
It sure sounds like it.
Talking about, of course it's skills.
Skills my ass.
But these issues are more of a footnote than a major strike against A Way Out's co-op only nature. Without a partner in crime, some of the game's standout moments wouldn't feel as impactful. In one early scene, Leo and Vincent are attempting to hack away at their jail cells using a screwdriver. While your partner stabs the wall behind his toilet, you must keep watch from your adjacent cell for patrolling guards, occupying them when they get too close and warning the other player to look natural when your distraction fails.
I can't sleep. Do you have a book I can read?
What do I look like, a librarian?
This is when A Way Out is at its best. Communicating with and relying on your partner both in-game and in real life makes these moments of tension consistently thrilling. There are a handful of these set pieces throughout the 7 to 8 hour campaign that feel unique, and they justify the decision of forcing you to play with another person. But while those moments do carry some tension, it's because you're sat next to someone you care about and never because you're playing as someone you care for. The protagonists and their motivations are the most generic B-movie fodder. Gangsters with escape and revenge on their minds, but with the hackneyed added layer of troubled families. To make matters worse, the dialogue is stilted and unnatural. Conversations often end abruptly, regardless of whether your partner triggers a cutscene too early. And entire scenes go by without adding anything in terms of plot or characterization. Some lines in particular are cringeworthy. During one sequence in which a couple are interrupted while having sex, a female extra instructs her male partner to shut the door because
I'm getting cold in my lady parts.
Okay, I got to go. Bye now.
the tone veers wildly from a Shawshank-inspired escape tale to a silly, semi-parody of 70s crime dramas, complete with overextended sideburns and assassination across the border in a villain's remote Mexican lair. In one scene, A Way Out is nailing the feel of punishing prison life, but in another it's letting you act like children on a playground swing. Sometimes those conflicting tones even happen in parallel. One poignant late-game moment, where my character learned some surprising and emotional news on one side of the screen, was ruined by my partner interacting with a bicycle bell on the other side that caused his character to exclaim,
"Look, I need to fly somewhere. Tomorrow. Can you make that work?"
If it's not the dialogue dampening moments of tension, it's the game's numerous QTEs. While A Way Out does use timed button tapping well in some instances, such as when our characters must time their pushes up a vent shaft while standing back to back, it also wastes scenes with gimmicky implementations like mashing square or X as quickly as possible.
Don't underestimate me. Pure luck, I slipped.
A Way Out's third and fourth acts are by far its weakest. Save for one inventive story beat, all creativity is lost and the game turns into a mediocre action romp with anemic shooting and little else to do or care about. Luckily, the rest of the game, which is much longer than the mercifully contracted finale, contains more interesting and varied environments. These diverse areas are small but dense, and they add colour to what could otherwise be a monochrome world of good and bad.
Might as well give them a hand with the dishes.
The trailer park was a personal favourite, offering a chance to pause and play some baseball,
Nice.
or chat to some secondary characters. But this captivating space comes during what should be a time-sensitive moment in the plot, when playing baseball or mucking around on swings would be the last things on anyone's mind, and this says everything about A Way Out's story and tone. By the time the credits rolled, my partner and I didn't really feel like we'd been on much of a journey with Leo and Vincent. We'd been on a geographical tour, sure, but we didn't feel like the pair had learned anything or grown in any meaningful way. But I did enjoy the journey I'd been on with my friend sat next to me. We'd had to look out for each other while escaping prison, work together to solve puzzles, and save each other's life on multiple occasions. Our characters might not have grown closer together, but A Way Out's forced co-op is worth it for the few standout moments it provides.
By the way, what are you in for?
Something I didn't do.
So you're innocent, huh? Well, aren't we all? I'm innocent too, you know.
Yeah, sure you are.